So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing extremely well, and this is your very own mass code at the side. So in the previous video we discussed about for loops, and it is time to understand about the while loops, right? So while loops, right? Okay. And trust me, these are the only two loops you will require in all your placement series uh, to master the DSA, etc. Right? Okay. So in the for loop, a syntax looks something like for int I equals to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, and this code block which you have to execute iteratively, right? This is our for loop. In the while loop, things change, not all but some things. So this is my initialization, this is my condition, and this is my updation, right? While loop states that I am only bothered about the updation. So while loop states while condition, right? And this is my code block, something like this. Okay, so the for loop you just looked took care of about your initialization, your condition, your updation, right? While the while loop only cares about the condition, whether the condition is being taken care of or not. So in the case of while loop, you will have to process initialization here, which is not a part of while loop, right? And updation in is a part of your code block. Updation is a part of your code block. And remember, if you're not using any updation, you will be ending up with infinite loop. What do I mean by infinite loop? A loop which is running again and again, again and again till infinite times, till infinite number of iterations. Okay. So now, example while loop says, so suppose if I write a code something like int I equals to 0 while I is less than 5, see out Rahul, okay, and I end this. What will happen? What will happen? Now, let me do it for the normal case first. Okay, so int I equals to 0. This made a variable I equals to 0. While I less than 5, is 0 less than 5? Yes, it is true. So see out Rahul. I printed Rahul. I said I plus plus, so I changed to 1. Okay. I changed to 1, I went up here again. I said I less than 5, 1 less than 5. Yes, see out Rahul again. And I plus plus, I changed to 2. Is 2 less than 5? Yes, this will evaluate to true, and I will print Rahul again. I will increment my I to 3. Is I 3 less than 5? Yes, so Rahul again, and I plus plus, so I 4. Is Rahul is 4 less than 5? Yes, so Rahul again, I change this to 5. Is 5 less than 5? No, 5 is equals to 5. So this loop will come here and my while loop ends. And my while loop ends. And you can see I have printed Rahul 5 times. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the thing you have to take care is you will have to update your pointer. Update your pointer, because if you are not updating your pointer, this loop will run for infinite number of times, because this will remain 0 for all the cases. And it will keep printing Rahul, 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 Rahul. Okay, something like falling in love with Rahul, etc. Okay, so this is the case of while loop. So while loop states the code is while condition. This is the only code you have to remember for while loop. This is the only syntax, right? Rest all other things are the algorithm you will have to devise for the while loop, right? So a for loop takes care of in initialization, condition, updation, whether whereas a while loop only cares about the condition. Okay, so let us try to code it down some things like uh, printing name 100 times, or printing 1 to 100, like printing 1 to 100, 1 to 100. So for printing 1 to 100, I will start with 1 for int I equals to 1. Now I will use while I less than equivalent to 100, right? Because I have to print to 1 to 100. What I will do, I will print my I will leave a space after it, and I will say I plus plus. So it should run fine. Let us try it, seeing what are the results. And you can see the results is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up till it will, let's let me, yeah. So let me run it again. Replicate, yeah. So you can see 100 up till 100 it has printed all the countings, right? You can also print tables, right? If I try to print table of 2, so how can I print table of 2? So you know table of 2 sounds something like 2 into 1, then 2 into 2, up till 2 into 10. So I can say that I have to print 2 into I, where I goes from 1 to 10. So I will use this loop. I will use looping on this. What I will do is printing table of 2. I will say int I starting from 1, while my I is less than equals to 10. What I will do is C out 2 star I, and then I will use an endl, and I will say I plus plus. Okay. So let us run it now. Let us see what it will print. You can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. You can see this is the correct representation of the 2's table, right? Okay, so this was the basic idea of the while loop, and you are now well versed with the syntax of while loop, and users have to do a lot of practice of while loop. So for the questions, you might be asking what are the questions. So lecture 1, I've provided many flowcharts, many questions. Practice all of them. You will be able to solve every one of them, because they are using if also, they are using conditionals, they are using loops, etc. Everything. So it's my personal recommendation to try out all the problems, and you will be well versed with the syntax, with the logic building, etc. etc. In the next video, we will be talking about the nested loops, right? We will be talking about the nested loops. And then why are we talking about nested loop? Because that is also important question, and followed by that we will be talking about the patterns. I will release a video for one shot. You will discover patterns as someone has not explained like further before, right? Patterns will be explained to you in a much easier way you have learned any time before that. Okay, so let's end the video here, and hope you're doing extremely well. Bye. Thank you. Have a nice day.